Hello, SNA Assassinators. I don't know where did that just came from and why that happened in the first place. Like that never happens to me on wrestling news videos. I can understand like it's a little excusable for the wrestling reviews, but not like when it's the wrestling news. Yeah, it never gets because I never pass my limit of doing my news videos. So yeah, that was very odd that I just got cut out for a second right there, but no matter because I managed to make a new video, which that this is the second clip of the wrestling news video, and I'm gonna continue to talk about the Major League Wrestling big event. With it says the MLW has said to unleash chaos this Saturday in Atlanta as Matthew Justice takes on Jesus Rodriguez in a brutal Barrio brawl, fresh off a hard hitting war with MOW's number one ranked fighter, Matt Riddle, like where he earned Riddle's respect. Like Justice is ready to brawl his way to the top, like with a string of high profile wins under the belts. Like Justice is now on the radar as of the champion committee, and in the contention for a potential MOW national openweight title shot. However, he says Rodriguez, the resourceful rule breaking Rudo of promo. Promoción Dorado like has plans as the hype man for MLW National Openweight Champion, like Bad Dude Tito, Escondito Rodriguez aims the end of growing buzz around justice and squash any talk of a title shot with every weapon at this disposal, and no rules to hold him back. Rodriguez is determined to stop justice in his tracks and protect the champion's interests in a Barrio brawl. Anyway, I mean anything goes, and nothing is off limits. Like managed by the legendary manager of champions, Bill Alfonso. Like the like Matthew Justice will bring a fearless, no nonsense, no nonsense style, to this fight to the finish clash, while Rodriguez looks to exploit every dirty trick in the book, filmed exclusively for being sports. This showdown promises to be a violent spectacle that will have the entire league talking. And it says right here that MLW World Champion Satoshi Kojima is going to take on Mads Kruger, and then we got the Opera Cup semifinals with Kenta versus TJP, and then we also got Mystico versus Bad News Tito Scadio in the other side of the semifinal. Donovan Dijak manages by Saint Laurent, versus Timothy Thatcher, the Andersons versus Bame Fight Club, and then Akumura versus Adam Priest. Again, we got the Opera Cup Finals, which is going to be either Kenta or TJP versus Mystico or Bad News Tito Escondido. Being BN sports card like 7 p.m. Eastern start with a no holds barred like with Tudo Val Tudo match like Matt Riddle versus Filthy Tom Lawler, which is managed also that he's also managed by Saint Laurent, and then Bobby Fish versus Kevin Knight, and then we got Taipei uh death like match death match like Akira versus Ikuro Kwan, and then we also got Wando rules for the MLW Women's Featherweight Championship with Janae Kai versus Delmi Exo, and then we also got Burrow Brawl with Matthew. Yeah, which is probably the main event, right? Which I believe they said, like Matthew Knight versus, not Matthew Justice versus Jesus Rodriguez, and in the special 7 p.m. start like time for tickets holders, like in and MLW's Kevin Knight will be on Fightful's In the Weeds on Friday, September 13th. Like In the Weeds airs on Fightful Overbooked every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. And what are your thoughts on this card on this MLW event, which is called uh, what's it called? MOW Fightland? Yeah, their Fightland event. Let me know in the comments down below who's going to walk out as victorious or who is going to walk out as the loser. Let me know in the comments. I don't mean that by insult when I say loser. I say like they take the L. I should rephrase that. But next up, we got some we got Heather Reckless wants to face Jordan Grace in TNA talks possible team like with Ash by Elegance. Heather Reckless like wants to stay busy in TNA. Many fans are high on the TNA's recent signing like of Heather Reckless, with some even predicting that she will win the Knockouts Women's Championship like in the future. Reckless has had plenty had have success winning championships in promotions like All Heel Wrestling and Dragon Pro Wrestling during her time in the independent time. While speaking to Fightful for a new interview, Reckless said that she wants to face Jordan Grace in TNA, and 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 she said, Jordan, duh, like she's so good. Watching her last night, like her match with Rachel Armstrong, like she's a whole nother level. She's phenomenal. You know what? I I take it back. Like I'm scared. You're right. Yeah, I mean it would be fun. It would be a fun match. I think I do. And then Reckless went on to say that she'd like to work with everyone in TNA and win gold. And she added, "Well, first of all, like to work with everybody. I love the knockouts division, like so. I absolutely want to work everybody, and then I want a belt. I want a belt. I take all the tag belts, take all the tag belts and the women's belts most particular." And Fightful then asked Reckless to name a potential tag team partner for her in TNA, the company WWE's partnering with to do collaborations with them in NXT. But anyways, she immediately replied and said who's a big star, who's gorgeous and blonde, and looks like they would be a good tag team partner. with me, of course. Johnny Bravo, I'm thinking somebody I have good chances with. I'd say Ash. Elsewhere in the interview, Reckless reflected on training with the Black and Brave Wrestling Academy, and and what are your thoughts on her arrival, Miss what's her name? Heather Reckless. Yeah, we'll be teaming with Ash by Elegance, that's who's formerly Dana Brooke. Or do you think that she will be like a solo kind of wrestler, or maybe she will be teaming with somebody else? Like, and do you think she will be winning like the Knockouts Women's Championship and the Knockouts Tag Team Championships, and they're running TNA as well, and then being in so much variety of matches with everybody in the roster? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. And even though I'm a little unaware about this wrestler, like I want to ask you how she was like in the independent scene for those that watched her in the on the wrestling internet or even in attendance live. Like, let me know down in the comments, like if you think that she's impressive or she's very great in her own pace. Like, if she deserve to be somewhere like TNA, or if not better, like in the one they're collaborating with, or even the one, or even the company they used to collaborate, and that is the rival of the company that they're now partnering with. Let me know down in the comments section. Nigel McGuinness will face off with Brian Danielson in a singles match. The match will be historic, like for many reasons, like including the fact that it will be McGuinness's first singles match since 2011. Like, and this match comes after McGuinness returned to the ring at AEW All In to compete in that Casino Gauntlet match. Like, fans joked like online that McGuinness found the strength of return to the ring after being kissed by Mariah May at the event. Like, May took this to social media on Thursday, which is today, on September 12th, to react to the news of the match, and with of a replying thank you message, like while showing what Tony Khan posted on his X account, which you can see for yourself right here, or should I say, and an icon, like her former mentor used to say. Well, she probably still does say it, but not on camera, of course, because she hasn't made a on-screen appearance since she lost at AEW All In, of course. But let me know in the comments below, like, are you excited for this match? I would be if it wasn't replacing the Darby Allin, but I can understand why in a little bit why they're not do like I'm not like I yeah like but still, even for that, like for being the number one contender, Darby Allin being too busy putting this title opportunity on the line against John Moxley, they still should have did, like, whoever wins that match, it will also get to face Brian Danielson at the same night. Well, they probably putting it like they don't want nobody making excuses like on what reason why they weren't 100%. But still, I don't think Moxley or nor Darby Allin would make any excuses like that. Well, at least Darby Allin wouldn't, because it looked like he would do double duties. Like, even if he did lose the Brian Danielson, he would say, "I just lost, and I just need to get back in line and try to find another opportunity to get back on top." That's what he'd probably be thinking about. But let me know down in the comment section right down below. Do you think it was all thanks to Mariah May for the reason why we got Nigel McGuinness getting luck of getting back in the squared circle for the second time of this year, like from being out of action for the last 13 years? Like, and do you think that there's some kind of a secret alliance, like not on screen, but rather off screen between Nigel and Mariah? I wouldn't put it past, even though it's all just some superstitions about him getting kissed of good luck. But I'm thinking about a totally different kind of luck, about Nigel's case, like of being kissed by the glamour. But let me know down in the comment section right down below if I'm onto something or if I'm just doing some fantasy booking here. Well, I'm not even trying to book here. I'm just coming up with a theory like that could be accurate, like if things like are in that path, which I wouldn't fully confirm anything because I don't know anything. Uh, I'm not I'm not always like, or I'm not like in the backstage area, like in the locker room with these wrestlers and personalities. So how I know what's going on, I barely know anything like by reading these articles and hearing it all over online on news stories, whether if they're on articles or videos or or anything. But then again, they're just rumors and nothing fully true about them. And even if they were, like they had to hear from somebody that had the gossip about it. But yeah, but again, yeah, let me know in the comments down below for those that are interested as much as I am about this case between Nigel and Mariah. But yeah, but now we're towards the end of today's video, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And let me know in the comments which one was your favorite news story on this list. And if I had to choose any of it, I have to pick three news stories to tie because yeah, they were very interesting to read and to talk about on today's video. Which the first one being Willow Nightingale talking about who could be her dream intergender opponents in a future intergender match, like if this possibly happen, like between like a Lee Moriarty or Eddie Kingston or even Bryan Danielson before he hangs up his boots for good. Even though she said that she did not want him, she didn't want to retire him, but she would like to have a general intergender match, like because AEW has yet to do such a contest, which some tells me that remains to be seen. Of course, no matter who's the top male star that could possibly face the top female star, but we're just gonna have to wait and see when that day comes. And then the second favorite. The second news story was Mercedes Moné talking about like what was it? It was the Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander match being one of the greatest matches of the pay per view and of 2024, which I totally agree on. I would say maybe it's like one of out of the few greatest women's matches I ever seen, like over AEW and WWE, of course. But yeah, and also the third one being like with Mercedes Moné talking about be like talk about health concerns about these wrestlers, like with Hangman, Bryan, and Swerve Strickland should take some safety precautions like a little more seriously, even though they are pros in this game. But yeah, maybe it's too much even for them, and it's too much to watch. Like as a viewer, like especially if you're a kid or if you're a guy or a girl that has a very unsettling stomach, like when you see very gruesome things are happening, like a horror movie, like that makes you have a twisting and turning sensation in your tum tum. But yeah, I totally agree on that one. Yeah, because yeah, like safety should be taken serious, and I hope that Swerve and Hangman and Bryan Danielson knows that, and they continue to maintain maintain like the style in wrestling, and not be hardcore all the time, but in special occasions, and so they can live around in a much more longer period in life, like because like your well-being is more important than your profession, even like especially if your profession involves extreme violence, but yeah, I'm just the messenger right here, just saying like I agreeing like maybe you should maybe wrestlers like them should take some precautions more seriously. Like, and some of y'all probably be saying like that's kind of hypocritical for you, like criticizing with Jonathan Coachman for criticizing them for them. What you just said sounds exactly like what Jonathan Coachman would say. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but I'm saying it in a way, like in a more understanding way to guys to these guys, like saying like like it's not like they do this every day, but maybe even for being an unsanctioned match, maybe they should tone down the violence, like for their health concerns. Yeah, like so they will live a more longer life rather than being more shorter. Like due to them taking some very brutal and violent bumps, like they did this past Saturday. But I'm saying it like in a way that's more of a safety health concern, like the CEO was doing, unlike what Coachman was doing, like when he was kind of criticizing them and the boss man himself, Anthony Khan, for allowing this in the first place. But the only thing I wouldn't get that Tony Khan allowed was John Moxley to what's that to suffocate Brian Danielson. Like if he turned down Eddie Kingston thinking of this idea in this rivalry with Chris Jericho, like why wouldn't you do this with John Moxley when he did this to Brian? Like that just don't make any sense. Even though that was 2 years ago, that still was recent. Like so, like and he still have that. I bet he's still. And I bet he still has that rule, like you can't, you're not suffocate nobody. And even if it wasn't his idea, and if John Moxley did it anyway, he should have had he should have came out there himself along with Christopher Daniels to stop him doing this and punishing John Moxley for breaking the rules. But it seemed like this was all planned, and he got the green light. Like he got the green light from the boss man himself. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that with Tony Khan, but I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't make any sense if you denied Eddie doing that. But but yet, like, you allow John Moxley to do, even if he is more trustworthy, like that doesn't matter. Like that does not make nobody like that's still favoritizing on somebody, like which now will not do you no favors of having a good working relationship with your employees. But yeah, I'm gonna talk probably more about that later. But I'm gonna let you guys to talk exclusively about that in the comments as well. But I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button. Consider hit the subscribe and the post notification bell beside for more SNA content. And make sure to check out my Thursday night football review video, which I'm gonna be talking about the Miami Dolphins against the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be the battle of the AFC East, I believe. Yeah, like which the quarterback on the Buffalo Bills is none other than Josh Allen, while you got the quarterback of the quarterback on the Miami Dolphins, like which is Toa Tutongova. I need to memorize his name ASAP. But in the meantime, just stay good to yourself and get ready for watching that up next because the SNA podcast do not never end. We're going to be doing this for many more years to come, and I will see you guys on the next video, like later on the night with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye bye, my SNA Assassinators. Y'all, yeah, take care and have a Super Ninja awesome afternoon, and I'll see you guys again on the next video. Bye bye.